What's up, suckers? I am back, and first time I've been really raiding in anger in quite a while. Maybe I don't know, closing in on 6 months. So, um, I did get a new healing scheme from Valatorin, and I am testing it out today, and it's going well. Now, I was done like with these halting tries, failing and dying. Um, the last few tries just because stupid crap was wrong. Like, I don't know, I didn't have any spect. Yeah, that would be some of the stupid crap that was wrong. But, you know, I'm back. And it feels good. It feels good to be back in here. It feels good to be back in the fight and having all my guys. Even though my guys, you know, they're dressed in standard blues, all right, except what I pick up in here. They're just dressed in standard, mostly bis blues. Um, Basically, they're dressed in whatever, I don't know, 420 gave me a list, or maybe Valatorn gave me a list. I don't know who gave me the list, sorry. But they're dressed in that. And um, so this is a proof of concept that the the code works, and you'll know it works because we're doing this in blues. Now I'm picking up a lot of, I'm you can see I've cleared some trash now. I'm picking up a lot of tier 1 BOEs, and I'll distribute those around, but I'm in no hurry to. The other thing is we are very well enchanted because the enchanting code has been repaired by FS Rock T and is working good, really good. All right, so I'm going to show you what I mean by this healing code. We're going to bring the tanks up and stuff. We're just going to bring the tanks and the melee up, and we're going to let those Molten Giants stack on us. Now, the Molten Giants on multiboxwow.com, where I play, is my own private server. They're they're not as tough as they used to be, but they're still pretty tough. They're still tougher than vanilla gaming. So if you stack these monsters on your raid, on your stack, you're going to have a hard day. So let's just watch the healing. We can watch DPS right now, but let's watch as the fight unfolds, and let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to assign with F4. I'm going to assign a couple of tanks to that guy. Coming up here, and I'm going to open with Alt 3. So we're kind of taunting. So everybody taunts their targets. Then I let the Alt go, and I'm just going with 3. And I'm going to hit the burst button. Now I'm looking at people's healing bars, and they're being kept up pretty well, even though this is not the way you're supposed to do this fight. You are not supposed to stack these two guys. You're supposed to separate them, pull them apart. And look, one Molten Giant's already gone. DPS is really good at 6,000 right here at the end. And, DPS was 6,000 for most of that fight. Got our little double loot. You get double loot on my server. So, double loot from the bosses, too. DPS was great. Now, let's look at the healing. Okay, healing was... didn't need a lot, first of all. Looks like the shaman did most of it. The priests were not healing very much, which is odd. Not used to seeing that today. And I've been playing for an hour or so, just messing around. So that's something to look out for. I do believe that there's still maybe issues with the new code. Like there were some uninitialized variables, and so I initialized them, and the errors went away. And let's check overhealing. So 13,000 out of 66,000 overhealing. That's quite good. I mean, that kind of overhealing is nothing. And most of the overhealing, the plurality of the overhealing, was done by Mindslay, which is vampiric healing, which is free. Then we have regrowth, swift mend, and healing touch. Regrowth and swift mend as the other overhealing. So that's natural overhealing. You know, hot suck, as Best Beef will always tell you. But the DPS was super nice. All right, well, we got to keep looking at this. I'm not going to do a boss yet until I'm sure that we really have something here and the healing is working right. Now I'm suspecting, I just fixed a few priest issues and the priests really didn't heal that time. So what's up? Let's do another pull here. But I mean, the bottom line is everything's working great, and 5-minute multiboxing is back in action. In some ways, it never left us. Hold on, somebody grab my music again. Pandora just quit on me. I don't know why. All right. Okay, let's do some buffing. If there's any to do. Doesn't seem to be. We're going to back the hunters up with the T button. Ooh, look at them back up. They're backing up. We're going to unhook everybody with the down button. And then I'm going to bring the tanks and melee forward. And we're going to stand right there. I'm going to assign a couple of the off tanks to the far guy. And then we're just going to go ahead and, once again, tank our guys. Okay, I'm bursting. I let go of the alt key, and we're going nuts. And DPS is heading north of 5,000. You see the hunters are doing really well. I mean, I spent all that time in the spec discussion trashing hunters, and they're my best DPS right now. But one of them is not shooting. I'm only seeing 4 hunters here. Somebody, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's missing? Monterey, Olympic, Badlands, Yellowstone. Everglades. Everglades is missing. Does he have not the right ammo loaded? Why is Everglades not shooting? I'll knit him one more time, but where's Everglades? He's way down here. Why is he way down there? Is he not spec'd? Let me just double check that Everglades is spec'd. Yeah, he's spec'd. Why are you doing such bad DPS, Everglades? Come on, bro. Prophecy bracers, coal, inventory is full. Okay, so I'm loving this. This is good. This is very good. Let's go kill Ghennas. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I mean, I'm really going to just keep testing that everything's okay. All right, so what we're going to test now is, you notice how my white bar is not the size of my window? That's because I resized my window. If I reload the UI after resizing the window, my white bar will be the proper size. That white bar just means, okay, that mob, you're a tank and that mob's on you. That's a good bar. More prophecy stuff. Have somebody else pick it up. I'll do some trading. Just got traded water. Never have fixed that. Alright, I'm a bit sober right now, so I'm gonna go get myself a small drink ski. A small drink ski. Be right back. Okay, hooray for shots. I'm always quiet and boring. Totally uninspired. Okay, here's a very hazardous pull. I'm just pulling this dog. I'm going to face him at the raid. I need to see my heat points. Ooh! The raid is taking it. The raid is taking it in the shorts, man. I'm gonna back up. Oh gosh, I had the I had multi-boxing off there for just a few seconds, and it cost me. It cost me, I'm telling you. But you know what? My raid survived. I turned multi-boxing off for about, I would say, 4 seconds, and that was enough healing out to rock my world. Nice. Nice. I need heals. All right. That's the first real deaths of my little foray into MC, and they were completely self-inflicted. With me DPSing out, I'm healing out by turning off multi-boxing so I could type /spawn and get my bars up. I need these bars. Alright, I need to see my raid's health the whole time I'm playing. But you know what would be nice if I could move this freaking thing down. No, I don't want to talk to you. I need to grab this. Nope, not that. This. This. Unlock. Move this down. Oh, there you go. Oh. That's what I needed. Okay. Let's get the next people up. And I'm sure I have somewhere a skinning knife so I could skin this core hound. But I forget who has it. Alright, Rakiluke, just a question. Isn't there like a 3-second delay by your spells? I thought HKN could just send to one window at the time. No, there's no 3-second delay. Anytime you press the 2 button, all windows get the 2 button instantly. You can kind of see that by hitting the space bar to jump. The space bar is the same principle. Watch your raid. Okay. Everybody jumps at the same time when you hit the jump button. Now, on your main account, on your main account's window, it's going to look like everybody jumped just after you. Why is that? It's not 5-minute multiboxing. That is ping. That's the difference between network delay. All right. So what happens is all the other accounts say to your account, I'm jumping just a little bit after you jump. So they appear to jump after you, but they're all jumping at the same time, you'll notice. And no, there's no 3-second delay. Now, for tilde clicking, so like if I tilde click something, by the way, let's get rid of these debuffs. I'm hitting the G button to get rid of all these very bad debuffs from the Gorehound. Okay, we're going to buff up. If you tilde click, now HotKeyNet will go across your screen, and there will be a very, very big variety of click times on tilde click, because it just kind of clicks in the same place on every screen, but it takes a while. Okay, so you say when you hit the space bar, they jump one by one, not all at the same time. Okay, that's serious, actually. How many guys are you running, and what's your frame rate, and are you using DxTory? All of these factors, and what kind of computer do you have? All these factors, they come into the mix when you have lag, multiboxing lag. And right now, I mean, this setup that you're watching right now has no multiboxing lag. All right, you're just gonna have to believe me on that from years of experience. This is what no multiboxing lag looks like. Oh yeah, giant stock of bracers. Yeah. Okay, so this next pull can be a tough one. And remember, I'm just in blues. And I'm going to show you this next pull and how it's supposed to work. And here's how you set it up. Make sure everybody's following. Back the hunters up. All right, with the T button. Okay, you can move up just a little bit. All right, now get everybody unhooked. What you're going to do is you're going to hit F1 on that Fire Lord. You're gonna banish that Fire Lord, and then you're going to pull the Molten Giants up to your tank stack. Bring your tank stack up with all 5. Bring your rogues up with 1, and maybe get a little closer. And I'm gonna actually assign off tanks to that other one, so they will taunt him right away. Okay, so the Fire Lord looks like I'm saying the Fire Lord is not being crowd controlled. I don't know what went wrong there, but I assigned another crowd control to the Fire Lord, and I think he is banished now. Maybe not. Why is the Fire Lord not banishing? We've got lots of lava spawns up. Okay, I'm going to go to the 5 button and kill all those lava spawns. There's a ton of lava spawns up. Okay, all the lava spawns are dead. We did lose some people, but this was an outrageous, difficulty fight right here, because the Fire Lord was not CC'd. Now CC's been working all day for me. I'm not worried about CC, But that was really weird. The CC didn't work. So yeah, tell me about your PC though. Lost 2 people. Did you see all those lava spawns? And we just 5-keyed through all of it. This is going really well. Really well. I'm happy. I'm happy. Anyway, that pull was really hard for me the first time I did it years ago, and that's basically how you do it. Although, yeah, make sure the banish does actually... Oh, shit! You can't banish Fire Lords on my server. You can't banish Fire Lords on my server, so you just kind of fucked with that fight. So, that's not the way I would play that fight, okay? That is not the way I would play it. Since you can't banish Fire Lords on my server, what I would do is I would spread my tanks out and off-tank the Magma Giants while we kill the Fire Lord. Dude, I totally forgot about that. My confidence is getting higher. I mean, I feel like I'm going to try Ghennas when we clear out this floor. My confidence is getting much, much higher. Look who jumped to the top of the DPS that fight because of the 5-key. Okay, we're just going to fight this guy on the stack, which is perfectly safe. I'll back the hunters up. Okay, once the first lava spawn comes out, please just switch targets to it and hit the 3 button. Okay? The 3 button is attack multiple targets at once. Boom. That was so nice. It's so nice to be back. Let's see, you know what? Let's see what the healing looked like on that fight. Are my priests doing their jobs? Not really. Not really. The priests are not really doing the heavy lifting here. It is chain heals getting thrown out. What? Dude, this is an amazing healing add-on. We got a greater heal from Jindu. Got a heal from Id. The priests aren't really doing much. I don't know. What about in that horror fight just a few fights ago? Let's go back to that one. Molten Giant. Is it lost? Fire Lord? The priest came into it, but Refill and Id did very little. So, still kind of scratching my head. Oh, we got specs of a PC. Alright, hold on. Still kind of scratching my head on what priests are doing. There's still some questionability about, you know, what's going on here. But I can't question the results. The results are damn good. Okay, you got a i5 2500 with the GTX 1070. Okay, first of all, the GTX 1070 is fine. Fine for you can 40 box with that, no problem. 8 gig RAM is light for 40 boxing. I wouldn't try to 40 box with 8 gig. Don't 40 box with less than 16 gig RAM. I mean, in theory, you might be able to get away with it, but I wouldn't try it. I usually roll with 16 gig when I'm 40 boxing, and it's barely enough, so don't do that. i5 2500 is way old. I mean, way back there. Don't know how many threads that one supports. I think 4. I think 4 threads. And, you know, I'm dealing with an 8-thread machine that's running at 5 gigahertz here. So, you know, it's a big difference. So, you know, just upgrading your machine. I'm not telling you to upgrade your machine. You can upgrade your machine if you want, or you know, don't upgrade it. But play within your machine's abilities. It'll be more fun for you. However, having said that, your machine's abilities might be more than you think. If you download DxTory and limit all of your windows to like 10 frames per second, you might be able to run more boxes than you ever thought you could. So check that out, DxTory. Alt 5, 1. Let's fight these two giants. I'm going to throw a couple of tanks on the far giant. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Uh-oh, okay. I'm going to build up some aggro here. The Alt button is still being held down. I'm building up some aggro. Okay, I let the Alt button go. We're going on the 3 button. Hitting the burst. I'm using the 3 button because there are 2 targets. So we will use things like Blade Flurry, Multi-Shot, Cleave, Chain Lightning. And you can see that went beautiful. DPS was 5,500, which is, for my blues, that's all right. I mean, I have no problem with that. Oh, I hear some X in the background. Oh, got some more. Tier 1. Alright, I don't know how I'm going to play Ghennas. I think the people who have been successful with Ghennas on my server have been using these spread out. DxTory, let me type it. It's free. Just download it. It's a little utility, teeny tiny utility. And you just go to the one tab that has to do with frame rate and you change it from 30 to 10. That's all you do. It happens instantly. You'll notice if you hit DxTory puts the frame rate on all the windows. You'll notice all the windows will immediately drop to 10 and you'll probably be running a lot smoother. And you can experiment with other frame rates. It doesn't have to be 10. Maybe you can get away with faster. Also, there are little tricks you can do to make your main window run at many frames per second and all the side windows run at few frames per second. What's the issue with GeForce? It prevents Alt 4 from working. I use Alt 4 to tell everybody to follow and assist the main tank. And if you change your mouse to another window and hit Alt 4, well, that guy's the main tank now, or the focus of the raid. Alt 4 is just a quick shorthand, and for some reason the GeForce experience prevents it from working. So you got to get rid of the GeForce experience. It really doesn't add anything to the game anyhow. So, all right, we've got the best case scenario for these 3 mobs. None of them are Fire Lords, so we can just back up the hunters and just go nuts. And that 3rd one didn't even come. And I'm just gonna hit the 3 button, and we'll just kill who we kill. Don't matter. Once the second guy dies, just switch to the 2 button. And we are at 4,400 DPS, and hunters are my best damage dealers. After running them down all day long, they are still my best. Kind of screwed up the positioning on this one. That's all right. It is good to be back, but listen, part of me just cringes at still playing WoW from 2006 because, like, I'll be on my phone and I'll look at these phone games and, like, the lamest phone game, well, okay, not the lamest, the most advanced phone games, you look at the models for their characters, they have about 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000 times the polygons of the models for these characters in Vanilla WoW, and it's just so it's just like, man, I'm stuck in 2006, my phone. But you know, if you ever actually play those phone games, they're so bad, they're so terrible with all their freemium crap. It's just really hard to take. But the graphics are just incredible, and it's just a phone in your hand. I mean, really, it really is amazing how far phones have come. And it really is painful to look at the graphics on the game I'm playing and think, oh man, am I really stuck in the past? Oh geez, this is so embarrassing. Alright, I'm gonna make another line. So what I did was hit F12 and make everybody follow everybody, and I'm gonna start with Win Furious back there, and I'm gonna make him make a second line in the back. We're just kind of gonna make 2 tiers of lines, so that, you know, when he drops the oh, whoa, where's the rest of my guys? Where is the rest of my guys? Why didn't they follow? Something weird happened there. Okay. There we go. Alright, so everybody's in line. And so let me see if I can make this clear to you guys. I'm going to do a right face. Now nobody's following anybody. Alright? I'm going to bring Eversmall back here so you can see what's going on. Now nobody's following anybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the melee, the people who are going to be in the fight, and the tanks. So all the melee and tanks, they fall out of the line. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually back the hunters up just a little bit more. See the hunters? They're going to back up just a little bit more. And this is the way I like to run this battle. So now I'm going to set up the battle. And I need to remember how to do this. Okay, so we kill the 2 side mobs first. So we'll assign the best tank to Ghennas. Battlefield. Then we're going to assign an off tank to Flamewaker 1, Flamewaker 2, another off tank to Flamewaker. So that's going to be Skeleton and Blood Fury will be tanking Flamewaker, left Flamewaker. So I'm actually going to move them over to the left a little bit by hand. And then I am going to have the raid on the purple diamond. And then Battlefield is going to be in the middle, tanking Ghennas. Who did I put on? FURYSWIPES is on the diamond also with me. So that's how it's going to work. So I'm going to be on the diamond. We're going to hope everything goes okay here. And then these are the rogues. Starlight hasn't been assigned to anything. So I think I'm just going to leave Starlight in the middle as kind of a oh shit tank. So this is how it's going to be. And I am not in range yet. bring these rogues back and just leave them back here so that kind of nervous. It's been a while. I hit F2 to get shields on everybody. Now I'm going to run back to my tanks. And I'm holding the alt button down so everybody does an initial taunt and everybody gets their targets. That looks good. Now I let go, I'm going to burst, and I'm really going nuts here. I got to get this Flame Waker fast. Lost somebody already. Second Flame Waker. You can see fire is falling on the raid. And can't see any DPS. Okay, there's Ghennas. Okay, I'm gonna unassign all tanks. Forget how to do that. F7, I guess. F7? And we're going nuts on Ghennas now. I might be out of range of some of my healers, so I'm actually going to come a little closer. I hit Alt 5 and 1 to turn everybody around. And you know what? Interrupt those Shadow Bolts. There's no reason not to with Shift 3. Gosh, he does them a lot. But, I mean, yes, he does them a lot, but that means it's a lot of his damage. He's spending a lot of his time casting Shadow Bolts. And if you can interrupt them, that's a lot of damage off of... That's a lot of damage. And interrupt them late. Interrupt them late. Don't interrupt them early. Let him Shadow Bolt for as long as you can. Man, I feel like we're getting no DPS down. DPS is at 4,000. Man, look at all those great curses on him. Eversmile is circling the drain. Got some deaths. Okay, I'm going to burst again, just in case we got something. And I'm summoning pets again. Because we are barely going to make this. And hunters are once again the heavy lifters here. Man, Eversmile is just staying alive by the skin of his blue-clad teeth. Yes! Yes! The first boss on Multibox WoW that I've defeated since the server started. Oh my gosh. Look at all that loot! So much loot! Alright, I'm going to say, damn, that is some good healing. That was good healing. Yeah, everybody ran out of juice, but not really. I would say that healing was really, really good. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, don't you wish you were me? Enchant weapon, spell power, 30 damage. Wow. Dude, that's amazing. And major rejuvenation potion. Whoa. Is that good? I don't know if that's good. But we got double Night Slayer gloves, which is disappointing. Sorcerer's dagger, the Salamander scale patch, which is great. Which is great for Moonlight, my druid. It is an upgrade. So Moonlight is getting her salamander scale pants. And I'm putting them on. Grats me, baby, grats me. All right, let's give the rogues some love. Do I have any rogues on this screen? Oh man, that puts me in a good mood. Doesn't that put you in a good mood? Fury Swipes, kill something, finally! After all this time. Damn. I'm a happy camper. I am happy. I'm happy. I didn't use any flasks, no consumables. Just rolled in and killed Ghennas. Yeah! Shut up, Todd. You haven't killed Garr. You know what? Some of my rezzers are out of range of their dead, so that's why they're not rezzing. So let's get everybody. Let's get everybody on the team here. Let's get everybody on the page. Oh, look. No, I already had that. Never mind. All right, so rogues, go get your loot. Rogues are gonna get the loot. Let's make sure they don't already have their loot. I'm sure they don't. Where are the rogues? Oh, there's Tredsy say. Yep, they have blues on. Yeah, this is for a. This is actually for a set bonus, because a lot of these guys will be able to get bracers and belt also. Yeah. Sorcerer's Dagger. Yeah. Well, let's give that to one of the mages. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it to Hellfire, because he has a blue dagger, so why not? Alright, so the recipes. Jindu's my enchanter. Jindu will take the recipe. Let me just make sure Jindu is my enchanter. I think Jindu's my enchanter. Jindu has... No, Jindu is not my enchanter. Who is my enchanter? I'm going to give it to Jindu anyway. He is a enchanter. And I really don't have an alchemist, so I'll just pick Earthshock to take that one. Man, I'm a happy guy. Dang. That's cool, man. It's been a while since I've had a win. Do I have to hide any eggs tomorrow? Man, you know what? The Easter holiday thing is really rough this year, because we got family drama, and the family really doesn't want to get together as a whole. I mean, we do, but we just know that, you know, part of the family probably won't cooperate, and that part of the family actually has the kids, so it's just rough right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's best we just stay in our own corners this time around and try and get through this rough time. Are you going to be hunting for Easter eggs tomorrow, Dave? Now you might notice that I'm not going back to Lucifron. I've actually already killed Lucifron on this server, so I'm not really interested in Lucifron right now. I know I can kill him. I'm interested in new bosses, and like Garr or whatever. And I'll try my strategy on Garr. This will probably be Wipe City, but we'll see. Multi-box WoW is back! Oh, we're passing gold around now. Very little gold. Okay, let's get these guys. It would help if I turn multi-boxing on. Good. This is a tough pull. This is a double Firelord pull, so not to be trifled with. So just as soon as they get here, just open up with a burst 3, and as soon as you see lava spawn, switch to them. And kill both those lava spawns. Then back on the Firelord with a 2. Single target, and he's going to spawn a lava spawn again, and we're going to switch right to it. Well, actually we're not. Since he was so close to death, I called an audible. Damn, I'm good. Okay. Well, this is just going breezy. This is going free and easy, baby. Why was I having so much trouble before? No, I have to give it to this new healing quick heal that Valatorn put together. Found somebody crafted on the net. It is. I'm sold. I'm 100% on this one. I'm loving life. Okay, let's let the trading calm down. Okay, back up the hunters. Back up everybody. Move the melee forward, all the melee. Assign a couple of people to the left guy. Shoot at the right guy. Open with Alt 3. Just a beat. I'm still got the Alt button down. I'm getting a lot of aggro here. Woo, Blood Fury almost died. But they picked him up. They picked him up. Okay, Alt key has been off for a few seconds, so I'm going to burst. This is a burst 3 going on here. And that was just toast. Toast! Made jelly out of this guy. Lovely. Giant Stalker bracers. Giant Stalker everything. We need some help looting here. I'm going to switch windows. Loot with the other window. Now this room's a mess. Look at this. Look at this. This is messy. What were they thinking? Let's just put a whole lot of unlinked crap in this room. I don't like that. I don't like it when they did that. This was bad design, but I am told from the WoW book that somebody wrote about WoW that they did all this in a week or 2 weeks. They designed all of Molten Core in 2 weeks and released it. Yeah. Just released it. They sent it. Now, I don't know if Molten Core looked like it does now when they sent it. Okay, I brought my tanks. Oh, we got 2 doggies. Okay, I'm going to see if we can crowd control in this server. And switch to that other doggy. This was a disaster. This might be my first wipe. And rightfully so. No, you can't crowd control the dogs. Switching to Battlefield as my main. And I think you probably don't want to pull 2 dogs at once. That might be a little too much for blues. Everybody's getting eaten. Alright, let's go. Die stylishly. Out of range. That is a full wipe. And I wiped at the hot corner, although I didn't really wipe because it was the hot corner. I wiped because I just chose wrong. However, I will pick myself up fast because I do have soul stones everywhere. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Alright, start resin people. We'll get up fast. What's up, Jeff Hesketh? All right. So we're gonna pull these guys here, and actually, it's a tough pull to the right because you've got 2 magma giants, you've got an unbanishable fire lord, and you've got a banishable lava annihilator. So we'll banish the lava annihilator, we will kill the fire lord, and we'll try to tank the molten giants. And you know what? I think it's going to go well. I do. I think it's going to go well. Yeah, it's going to go good. Dude, I killed the boss. It's been a long time, man. Who knows? Who knows? Who likes the Smiths? Yeah, Smiths. I'm on a retro station right now in Pandora. It's playing all my 70s and 80s punk songs. Punk, quote unquote. Sex Pistols was on a little while ago. That is actually punk. Unarguably punk. Pressing space makes some characters jump, delay than others, not instant like yours. And if I look in HCAN, it is going slowly through all 40 windows. Oh, make sure all those panels on HotKeyNet are turned off. Right. One of the basics of multi-boxing is these panels here, actions on this PC and last key press, those are always turned off. You do not show those. It's very bad to show those, so make sure those are turned off. It's fine for checking. It's fine for debugging and checking like you're doing right now, but normally you turn those off. Now, there is a real phenomenon that goes on where you've got this delay in sending commands to other windows. All right, we call that the lag bug, and that is real, and it does happen sometimes to some people. We have researched it a lot. We have tried to kind of debug it and get through it, but wait, you are running 40 windows on a 2500? You're really running 40 windows? Wow, dude, that's probably too much. On 8 gig? Yeah, that's probably too much, dude. I'm not even going to troubleshoot that. That's just too much. That's too much. You're probably swapping to disk, and all bets are off once that starts happening. So I'm going to hit Alt-1. Alt-1 tells the healers to heal the raid without being hazardous, without starting a fight. If you hit 2 to heal the raid, they'll heal, but you might start a fight. So I hit Alt-1, which heals everybody up. So, okay, wipe number 1 is under my belt. No more wipes tonight, maybe. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Finish drinking. That's first what we're going to do. Quit giving people money. Eversmile's working hard, giving everybody their 95 silver from that last boss kill. Okay, I'm going to start assigning. In fact, this is going to take some setup, so I hit F7 twice to clear that out, to clear out the raid target. So we're going to do a little bit of setup of the raid. First, disconnect the raid, back up the hunters, and we're going to move some tanks forward and separate them. This will really help when the fight starts. Now these tanks on the left and right are going to be tanking the Molten Giant, alright? The Molten Giant's ahead. So let me go assign these. Okay, that is Battlefield, Blood Fury. Oh, I put Blood Fury over on the right side, so I'm going to swap him over. Fury Swipes, alright, Fury Swipes should be on by Oh, actually, you know what? I'm doing right. And then Skeleton will be on that guy. Yes. That guy is assigned to Brutalio. And here we go. We're ready. That's interesting. Working for the rat race. That's very interesting. The Molten Giants did not pull. Is that normally how it works? I mean, I don't think I've ever done this pull on my own server, so the Molten Giants don't pull? F6 to remove the crowd control on this Annihilator. Well, that makes it a lot easier. Somebody did die, though. Everglades... I guess Everglades died because a lava spawn got on him and I didn't get it off. You know, you're wasting your time. you got 40. Well, that means you did not download DxTory. All right. So if you're running 40 frames per second, here's the thing about the vanilla WoW client from 2006. Each window on your PC will run as fast a frame rate as it possibly can. And why this matters is because everything that happens in the client is based on a frame. So every time WoW draws a frame, WoW also does all the calculations for what's going on in the game. Every single time. If WoW isn't drawing a frame, it's not doing anything. It does no calculations. It does no computing. So, if you let your client run away with whatever frame rate it wants, whatever frame rate it can do, it will process as fast as possible. It will use as many of your CPU cycles as it can possibly use in that window. As many as the PC will give it, it will use it. Now this causes a problem when you're multiboxing 40 because you don't need the max frame rate for all 40. You don't need to be stealing all the processing cycles in all the windows to go 40 frames per second. You don't need to do that. And all the windows that you're not controlling, they're probably going to get more cycles per second than the window you are controlling, which causes the responsiveness of your main window to be terrible. All right, so Rocky Luque says, I did download. The one I use has 40 to 60. The others were about 10. Do you see a green number in the upper left-hand corner? They should all be the same. You have to do a trick with DxTory to make any windows different. All right. So if you start up DxTory and it's working, first it'll put a green frame rate number in the upper left. Well, I'll just do it. You can see. I don't usually need to use DxTory, so I don't usually run it, but because my PC's so badass. DxTory hides itself when you start it up in the tool tray. So you have to go to the tool tray to find it. So here's where I want you to go. I want you to go to limit video FPS, and you're going to change yours to something like 10 or 12. That's it. But I do notice it's not showing my frame rate anymore. I wonder if the new version doesn't do that. Use default setting, video FPS status, it's fine. Why is it not showing my frame rate? Why is it not enabled? Use default setting. No, don't use default setting. Okay. Alright, so I've got it. Let's set it to something arbitrary like 18. Alright. I'm going to close it. It's down there. It's in the tool tray still. Is it? Not really. It's not in the tool tray anymore. When I closed it, it closed. That's weird. Obviously, it's been a while since I've used it, so this is DxTory 2.0 I'm using. Okay, so there it is in the tool tray, and here it is up here. Oh gosh, what is this? Profile? I guess this is just a profile you can save to. AVI Mux, AVI Fix, Raw Capcom, video setting. Okay, once I hit video setting, no, that's nothing. But now you can see the frame rate number. It's singing 18, but are my other ones? Oh yeah, if you mouse into the other windows, you'll see the frame rate setting come up. All right, you'll see that little green frame rate thing. So there it is. It's going. So I'm at a solid 18 frames per second. If you don't see that green frame rate though, I don't think it's working for you. And if one of your windows is going 40 frames per second, it just doesn't work that way by default. Not at all. You have to do some tricks to make it go that fast. Now, I don't really like 18 frames per second, so I'm turning mine up to 30. Okay, that's a little better. That's much more doable for me. Now, am I getting 30 frames per second in all my windows? Not really. Mid-20s. Mid-20s in the other windows. But it's good enough for government work, and that's all we're doing here. Back in the Hunters up. Let's go do these magma giants, these molten giants. Assigned a couple of tanks to the far one. Opening with Alt 3, letting Alt go, going nuts. Burst. Since we're stacking, we're taking it hard. If we would pull these guys apart, it would be a lot less dangerous. But as long as you can handle it, as long as your raid can handle it and you've got good enough gear, you don't need to worry about it. So... Nice! Alright, we gotta kill some lava dogs now. Everybody drink. F5 is the shortcut key in 5-minute multi-boxing for everybody to drink, and that's what I just hit. I'm in such a good mood now. This is incredible. 5-minute multi-boxing is working again. I didn't think it would work. Okay, we got to get one of these dogs without getting both of the dogs, that's for sure. And how am I going to do that? Look at them, look at them. They're trying to make me get 2 dogs. I'm not going to bite. I am not going to bite. Look at Eversmile, he's so smart. He's just waiting for his... He's waiting for his Thunder Fury. Okay, everybody right face. Okay, I'm going to Alt 2 a little bit and get some ag. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bring the rogues up. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff right there. Yeah. Look at that chain heals going around. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good job, Valatorin. You really got something going there. Okay, we need somebody to pick stuff up. Alt 2, getting some hate, and calling the rogues forward. Sometimes you got to go back toward the rogues a little bit to get them to come forward, because you're out of follow range. You know how it is. Just hit R if you want the melee to take a step back. Sometimes the rogues overrun the target, and so you just hit R. And everybody, all the melee would take a step back, and it'd be cool. Nice! Another Night Slayer belt. Well, I think we got all the Night Slayer belts, guys. Oh, man. That was sweet, dudes. Eversmile's dying because he's got that serrated bite. Alt 1 healed him up. Is there a link to the healing update somewhere? Not yet. Not yet. No, no, there's not. There will be, though. Look out for that tonight. I'm going to put a new add-ons directory up, and it will have what you see here. Now, there is some reconciling I have to do, I think, because Valatorn's version of SM Extend might not have all the fixes I did to the enchanting. So I want to make sure everybody gets that. So I have to reconcile those two files, and I will reconcile them and give it a shot. And I'll probably post the new healing stuff tomorrow, fully reconciled, everything working, and no charge, all for free, because that's just the kind of guy I am. Okay, scary battle. I'm going to try and pull this guy by himself, but in case these guys come, I'm assigning tank, 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 tank. Bring those tanks up here. Okay, we're going to go for okay then. Never mind. The Fire Lords are not linked to the Magma Giants. And yeah, I did not get off the target just because we were killing him so fast. And right, I'm gonna kill the Extory because it's annoying me now. Alright, that's better. My frame rate is actually low today. It should be in the 40s. Could have something to do with streaming, but usually even with streaming I'm in the 40s. So I'd say my frame rate's a little on the low side today. Maybe it's Discord. Closing Discord. I'm going to close some stuff. Frame rate low. Whatever. Not worried about it right now. Worry about that later. We'll get it back up running. Back up, suckers! What's going on? Okay, I'll just put a couple of tanks on the far guy, and we will send it! Open with 3. All 3. All 3. Frame rate's poor. 5 frames per second. Come on, peoples. I'm not going to burst, because I want to save my burst for the Garr try. So we'll kill these destroyers. Molten destroyers, by the way, are the harder of the molten giants, and we did just fine there. We'll kill this dog. So I was going to go to Santa Barbara today. I was going to drive down to Santa Barbara. It's a 5-hour drive, and I've never really done it. Never been to Santa Barbara, I don't think. And we looked at the weather last night. I said this on my other broadcast. We looked at the weather last night, and the clouds were just all the way down the California coast, even to Huntington Beach. So we decided, nah, we're not going to do it this weekend. And indeed, it is cold today. It's not right. Don't face them. Face me. Whew! That was a lot of DPS. That guy went down fast and hard. 4,900 single target. Pretty good for blues. Alright guys, it is Garr time. I'm hitting the G key to decurse all my guys. We have killed everything in here except Garr. And it's been a long time since I've fought Garr. And of course I've never done it on this server. Now the way people normally do Garr on this server is something I won't do. And that is they kite a bunch of the ads out of the room and then kill Garr. Or vice versa, and I'm not really interested in that strategy, so I'm interested in my strategy, the old strategy. I hope that it will work. I will know if it's going to work, wipe or no wipe. I will know if it's going to work on this pull in all likelihood, because I'll see, I'll see how it's going. All right, so I'm gonna do some buffing. Buffing, trading water, just tapping the one key. For some reason, Everglades is again not on the DPS list. And I'm just wondering what's going on with Everglades. Why are you not on the DPS list? It's like very weird. Why is Everglades not showing up? Everybody else is doing their job. Okay, it is time for Garr. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this. Alright, I assign one Fellsworn to each warlock, and then 5 times, because I have 5 warlocks. And then I assign a Fellsworn to an off-tank, another Fellsworn to an off-tank, and another... Oh no, I assign Garr to a tank first. That's what I do. I assign Garr to an off-tank first, and then I assign crowd control to the Fellsworns, and then I assign 2 Fellsworns to off-tanks. But first, back up the hunters. Then, whoever's going to be tanking Garr, which is going to be Battlefield, is going to go over here. Going to tank Garr right there. And disconnect everybody. Alright, start assigning crowd control. Warlock 1, Warlock 2, Warlock 3, Warlock 4, Warlock 5. Alright, off tank 1, that's X. Off tank 2, that's the skull. I wonder if I should assign another guy to the skull. Okay, and then that Firesworn who's unmarked That is our first burn target. So this is Garr, try one. Just go for it. I'm holding Alt 2. This is Alt 2 the whole time. That went well. And then you take this fire sworn over here. You do not bring your rogues. Oh shit. Jeez, I forgot about walking backwards. Okay, so next one you want is the red, is the skull. Take the off that, bring them away. Banish fades. You should be on Alt 2 right now. Every time banish fades, you should be on Alt 2. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, we want to find the red X. Bring him over here. Now, if you're pro, you'll watch for banish fades. You'll watch to see when your banish is about to fade, and then you'll hold the Alt key down. Okay, that was good. And when you're transitioning like this, hold the Alt key down. All you want to do is taunt that bitch. And he's not being taunted. Come here. Come here. Do not let him blow up in the raid. Okay, so I think we're okay. I think everything's good. Oh shit, that's not good. Skeleton is now main tank. We're gonna aid it up a little bit. Try and get a res. Nope, no druid res. Waiting for banish to come off, and I'm just holding the Alt key down. Okay, banish is off. We're gonna pull this guy over here. I'm letting loose. Oh shit. Get over here. Fury swipes. No, why did you taunt him? Don't do that shit, man. You moron. Okay, make sure you're up against the wall. Oh my gosh. Who do I got? I got Fury swipes left. I gotta switch windows really quick. I'm gonna take this one. I don't know, man. We still have 3 fire sworns to go, and I'm losing tanks. So it's a bit rough. It's a bit ragged. I'm not sure if this is gonna fly. Is all hope lost? See what overhealing is looking like. Only 15,000 overhealing. Out of how much healing? Oops. 45,000? That's actually not that much healing. Okay, let's... We're gonna pull the blue guy over. So this is basically what people are reporting. They're reporting that you know, that when they try to do it this method, they're kind of running out of mana. But I'm just wondering if I'm line of sighting my healers. So I would say that's a pretty hopeful try. Who are the trusted? So there is one other way we can do this, and I think I should try it, and that is kill the first 2 fire sworns and don't unbanish anything else. Just leave the warlocks banishing all the rest of the firestorms and go kill Garr. Just kill Garr. And keep the rest of the firestorms banished. And then wipe at the end. Who cares? They'll disappear if Garr dies. So we're going to try that method now. But that was actually a really good. That was a really good try. Everything stayed under control. The warlocks banished really well. I'm pretty pleased with that pull. Now, as for why the tanks kept dying, I'm afraid I may have been LOSing them. I'm afraid, you know, the way I back up in the crack here. I'm just afraid maybe there's a line of sight glitch and the healers suddenly can't see them. So I may try it a different way, I don't know. Now remember, on my server, everybody gets a repair. Everybody, if you do dot repair in your window, you repair all your armor for free. So you don't have to worry about armor repair here. You just have to worry about skill and killing the boss. I probably need repairs at some point. But I have a gimmicky way to do my repair. I actually have my GM account logged in, and my GM can repair everybody in one button click. So I just repaired everybody to make sure everybody's okay. Everybody's up. Good going. Good going. So anyway, we were going to go down in Santa Barbara, but we're going to go down in style. We were going to go down in the convertible, and we bought a gadget that will prevent your dog from jumping out of the convertible while you're driving. So we're going to let our dog be up on the side wall of the convertible, hanging his head out and stuff, but safely, so that, you know, he couldn't jump because he was tethered. And that was going to be fun. That was going to be fun. Now, as far as Easter goes, I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to try and pretend it's not even there, to be perfectly honest. So we're going to kill the loose one, the X, and the skull, and then we're just going to DPS on Garr. Or maybe we'll just DPS, kill the loose one, and then just go DPS on Garr. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'm going to try that. I'm going to let the tanks just tank. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna stick with the original plan. Kill the loose X skull, and then go nuts. How many people are even on right now? We got some people on, besides me. Wait, no, we don't. No, we don't have. Absolutely nobody's playing on the server right now. So I invite you to come along on the server. It's very lightly populated. Okay, Hunter's going back. Assigning targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire sworn. Battlefield on Garr. Blood Fury on Cross. Fury Swipes on Skull. Alright. Battlefield on Garr. We're going to move Battlefield right here, so he's not quite on it. Doesn't really matter that much. And then the loose one is my target. Just hitting Alt 2 in case you're wondering. Okay, I'm just going to run up onto the wall right at the last moment, so I'm not really line of sighting myself. Not fast enough. Okay, I'm going to keep all 2 down because Banish just faded, so everybody needs to re-banish. This is the plus. Taking the plus off Fury Swipes. Blood Fury died. Skeleton re-taunted. That's still happening. Okay, just take him back far enough to get toasted. Oh, jeez. Okay. We're just going to go on Garr now. And we are going on Garr. I'm going to back up a little bit. Banish fades. I see the banish fades message, so I'm just going to go Alt 2 for a while until everybody gets re-banished. Okay, I'm going to burst. Is everybody fighting? Oh, you guys can't even see what's going on. I'm going to bring this over here. Everybody doing DPS, that's what I want to know. Banish fades, Alt. Get everybody. Oh, look, see that? The Warlock's fired once. I'm gonna hit 8, see if any of the Druids will pick anybody up. Yeah, that white band, since I resized, is really annoying. Bursting again. A Firesworn died. That wiped us. That wiped us. A Firesworn died in the raid, even though we were not supposed to be hitting Firesworns. Garr forces one of his Firesworn minions to erupt? What? 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 What sort of bullshit is that? Alright, well, now you know why you should really kill all the Firesworns first. Because he will, apparently he has a power that randomly blows up his Firesworns even if they're banished. So, alright, well that's a good stopping point for me. I mean, I'm really happy with this. I think, you know, Garr is going to happen. I should put on all my T1 gear I just got, make my raid a bit better, and I will, and enchant it and everything, and then I will be back to kill Garr later. So, thanks for watching. You're all wondering when I'm gonna upload this add-ons pack that has the new healing. Let's target tomorrow night. Let's target tomorrow night Pacific time for uploading that. So later, guys. Come box on multiboxwow.com.